So what is hyperinflation? Why are we even talking about it? What is the point? But so there are like 8 billion definitions on the internet. This one I found was probably the easiest and most well-rounded definition that I could find. So hyperinflation is a rapid, sustained, and often exponential increase in the price of everyday goods. So obviously that is not great for us.
Anybody.
For anybody, right? So just stuff goes up in price. Like my Monster Energy drink was $2, now it's $4. That makes me upset, right?
Yeah.
So that's hyperinflation. Unlike normal,
And I think people use hyperinflation too fast, too much.
Yes.
Because it's pretty hard to hit that.
We're going to talk about exactly what that means, and it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
It's not like normal inflation. So unlike normal inflation, during a period of hyperinflation, prices for common goods like a loaf of bread can double many times over until they are unaffordable. And this has happened several times in history, and we're going to talk about that and kind of what it did to the countries and the people, because it's absolutely insane. So as prices spiral out of control, a nation's currency becomes nearly worthless, and that's what happens. Like your dollar is not worth $1 anymore.
Yeah.
And
this is where the pictures of burning your money to keep warm.
Exactly.
That's what it would end up being.
And like we said, normal inflation is actually good. There has to be some normal inflation. I'm not a damn economist, but I just know
exactly.
that exactly
there can't be no inflation.
Yes, there has to be some.
Be like,
yes. So
dead.
Compare that to inflation that is high but is not out of control. For example, the inflation rate in the United States hit 14% in 1980. So that was bad. Coming out of the Carter administration, stuff was not great. That was one of the highest inflation rates in recent U.S. history. So although this level of inflation can cause problems, it's not hyperinflation. 14% is a big deal. And if that happened right now,
horrible.
It would be horrible.
Yeah.
It would be bad. But
that's still not
crazy. Hyperinflation. So usually,
I didn't know this until
hyperinflation is defined as inflation higher than 50% per month.
Jeez, that's huge.
And actually, we're going to talk about some percentages so that are going to blow your mind. Some of these percentages, like it is ridiculous, dude. It gets crazy. So normal inflation is measured in terms of monthly price increases. Hyperinflation is measured in terms of exponential daily increases.
That's insane that it can change in a day.
Yes, that can approach 5 to 10% a day. That's a big deal. That's when that's when you know the S has hit the fan, right? So I want to make a note here. Most experts don't believe that the U.S. is anywhere near headed for hyperinflation. I think we're like at 2% or something right now. Like it's a normal, healthy inflation rate. But most people believe there is some more inflation coming, and we're going to talk about that.
Right.
And we're also going to talk about some ways to just like basic economic stuff and basic financial stuff that you guys can do to help when that comes. But we want to talk about hyperinflation.
Yeah, even if you don't want to be paranoid about
yes.
hyperinflation, you've got to be prepared for inflation.
But I think it's worth talking about hyperinflation because, most likely the Yellowstone caldera isn't going to blow on us. We were talking about this earlier, right? But that doesn't mean it's not fun to talk about or worth talking about.
Exactly.
And also, we have listeners all over the world from this podcast, some in which are in governments in countries that are really like a joke, right? Bigger joke than our country even, if you can believe it. So this actually might be something that they would want to listen to. So